10, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. This one? 9? Yes?
All right.
Line 9?
Line from the
From the
bottom.
bottom. 51. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hindi,
Huh?
89. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm sorry. Line 8. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Line 8.
From the bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
now,
I
okay.
relate with you.
This is the same account, 0141-007-129, where a withdrawal of $89,059.35 was made on October 6, 2008. Do you confirm that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore, this indicates that on December 31, 2005, there was an amount of 72,242.44 which was in this account because it was withdrawn only on October 6, 2008. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Senator.
Similarly, on December 31, 2006, the same amount should be is on this account, 72,242.44, considering that it was not withdrawn until October 6, 2008. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Please use the microphone, Madam Witness.
Yes, Mr. Senator.
And finally, on December 31, 2007, the same amount of 72,242.44 should be appearing as the same was only withdrawn on October 6, 2008. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Senator.
And therefore, would you now agree with me that there was a violation of the law requiring reporting of assets and liabilities and net worth if these amounts are not so reported?
Yes, Mr. Senator.
Now, in order to save time, can we just make some manifestations, Your Honor, as these are all based on the documents, Exhibit 11W. We want to manifest on record that account number 0141-007-129, which is a PS Bank account, was admitted.
Kainta.
Sorry?
PS Bank account, Kainta.
Yes. This is an account which was established on the record upon questioning of the presiding judge on the general manager of PS Bank. So this account is on record as existing. Now, we manifest also that on page 8 of Exhibit 11W, there is an account indicated with the following number, 0141-0169-62 on page 8, and there was a credit memo depositing the amount of $300,000 on July 10, 2007. On page 10 of the same document, there was an indication that this amount was withdrawn on August 5, 2008. And therefore, it is clear that on December 31, 2007, this amount was in account number that we have manifested. We have to manifest that per statement of assets and liabilities of the respondent, this was not reported as the cash equivalent, the cash reported in
Pesos.
Disal is only 2.5 million for 2007. Similar manifestations, Your Honor, are being made for account number 019678 in the amount of $455,210.07, which again was existing as of December 31, 2008, but which is not in the SALN of the respondent. Again, account number 0191000373, which appears on page 11 of Exhibit 11W, the amount of $768,000, $733.96, was deposited on October 31, 2008, and withdrawn only on December 15, 2011, as shown on page 11 and 16 of Exhibit 11W. Therefore, it is clear that while this amount was outstanding and in the bank account on December 31, 2008, December 31, 2009, and December 31, 2010. That's our manifesto. Oh, just finally, on page 9 of Exhibit 11W, under account 0141017659, the amount of $299,937.86 was deposited on November 9, 2007. $299,937.86 was deposited and was withdrawn only on August 5, 2008, and was therefore in existence as of December 31, 2007. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, thank you.
Mr. President, may we recognize the Minority Leader, Senator Alan Cayetano.
Senator Cayetano, Alan Peter of Taguig.
Magandang hapon, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good afternoon, Madam Ombudsman.
Good afternoon, Mr. Senator.
Ma'am, when this impeachment process started, the President made a case that this is about corruption, cleaning the country, cleaning the judiciary, while the supporters of the Chief Justice was making a case that this is about judicial independence. And these are two valid issues, not necessarily in conflict with each other. And I think, ma'am, you're in the best position to help clarify some issues because you were one of the more respected justices of the Supreme Court, and now you're as ombudsman, you're asked to prosecute, investigate and prosecute graft cases. No? So my questions will be in line with what Senator Miriam was asking, ma'am. But before that, just some clarificatory questions regarding the AMLAC submission to you, ma'am. Ma'am, you talked about fresh funds, and you said the fresh funds amounted to about 10 to 12 million pesos. And then Commissioner Heidi Mendoza talked about, I don't know how she categorized those funds, but she said total inflow and outflow of around, if I'm not mistaken, $28 million, no, ma'am. But for just to clarify, ma'am, for the public who's listening and for the senator judges, in your study, did you narrow down how much, how do we put it in layman's term, ma'am, magkano po pera at a certain point of time na sure tayo na sa loob ng account? So not taking into consideration yung nilabas at pinasok ulit. So meaning, if you say today or on that date, let's say, what was the largest amount, ma'am, made? For example, ma'am, no, Senator Lacson made his own computation, and he said, nung nag-withdraw si Chief Justice, 3 million plus, except that lampas na ng date na covered ng impeachment yun, dahil December 2011. We're only talking about SALN until December 31, 2010. Would you have a computation, ma'am, or a figure of how much in dollars he would have had at any certain point of time?
Yes, dollar inflows from April 14, 2003 to December 22, 2011 amounted to $12,155,530.86.
Ma'am, when you say inflow, does this include what was taken out and then put it back in?
Yes, that's the balance.
Yeah, but
Inflow, what they come in, outflow would be they go out.
Yes. What I wanted to clarify, ma'am, without having to do the computation by myself is at any, like Senator Lacson in his computation, he said on December 2011, he computed a total of 3 million that was withdrawn by the Chief Justice, meaning that he had at least $3 million at that time. So, ma'am, before that 2011, with regard to the report of the AMLAC, was your team able to extrapolate or to analyze how much money, not take into consideration what came in or came out, or not re-adding what came in again or went out at a certain point in time? Meaning, ma'am, magkano po ang total dollars niya at one point in time?
I think that would be difficult, Your Honor. At one point in time, it would depend on the time. Let's say 2003, 2004.
No, at any point in time, the most number of dollars, ma'am. My point is coming from the Chief Justice is saying that mali, and the report was dinagdagan or added. I don't want to speak for him, but he's making it appear na malayo sa $12 million ang pera niya doon. Para bang nag-double counting. So, did your office have any findings?
Yes, we made sure that there would be no double counting,
Yes.
Mr. Senator, because indeed in the data there are second or,
Yes.
or triple or quadruple entries,
So, ma'am,
which are of the same amount, which are transacted on the same day, but let's say 100,000 is deposited to that side,
yes,
then it's taken out, it goes to that side,
yes.
then it goes the same on the same day, that same amount goes out to another account,
Okay. Ma'am,
then it
let me try
goes
to
to this
clarify my...
account, but it ends there. So that
Okay.
is the one included in the computation.
So that's what you meant, ma'am, by fresh funds, meaning it was there at that point in time. So at any point in time, he had $12 million. Is that the correct understanding? Meaning, ma'am, how much did he own
Covered transactions, that's
covered?
Actually, the question seeks to elicit a statement about the float. You see, there was a bank deposit account made, and there were withdrawals, there were deposits. At any given time, this money is put in different investment accounts. That is what normally called in the investment field, there's a float of the depositor. So that will be the function of the people who will analyze this whole thing. How much at any given time was the float of the respondent, if he had any float of investment, and all of these are assets that ought to have been included in the SALN. So, proceed.
I think the Senate President asked it more clearly. So if I may use the word, how much was the float at...
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Ma'am, I think the Senate President put it more clearly. Magkano po yung float at one point in time or any point in time?
You
How
want
much
to
was
know
the money
how much
of
was the-
in dollars? I want to know if your